Can the West Tigers just, like, not? Unfortunately, despite the 2025 season, which I feel like has been a definitely vast improvement in comparison to the previous years, the West Tigers are still under a lot of turmoil off the field, which has come from the news from the club's majority owners, the Holman Barnes Group, sacking the chairman, Barry O'Farrell, and 3 independent directors, Annabelle Williams, Charlie Viola, and Michelle McDowell, immediately. Now, O'Farrell is come in only from this year so far, because there was obviously a massive board and ownership shake-up that happened in the lead-up to this season, where you saw people like Justin Pascoe, Lee Hadjipentelis ousted following a commission. But O'Farrell has come out and basically said that it kind of makes no sense as to why he's been sacked, purely because of like 2025 has been a decent year for him. Like, they obviously avoided the wooden spoon, had some very decent matches. They've got funding sorted. They've kind of got like a future trajectory all sorted. They're locking down players like Dream Buller. But we're just having this off-field drama stuff happen once again. Like, this whole thing has had people coming out talking about how it's been a bit of a basket case. Lee Hadjipentelis being one of them, where he's saying that this whole drama with the Holman Barnes Group is mostly because of there being a Magpies agenda. Now, I feel like everyone probably knows, but the West Tigers are a forced conglomerate, I guess, where both sides kind of needed to, but don't really want to. Obviously, it's merging of the Western Suburbs Magpies and the Balmain Tigers. And basically, Hadjipentelis is claiming that the Magpies side of this is trying to marginalise and eliminate or start slimming down the influence of the Balmain aspect of the board. Basically, which is all leading to the eventual possibility of the Magpies coming back to the NRL, whether it's a breakaway from Balmain or it's just straight up replacing them. It's mostly stemmed from commercial decisions. The last couple of years there's been talk about like the jerseys, and it's like, oh, that there's not enough representation of WESTS, and basically that Balmain is becoming the more influential of the two, especially when it comes to the team. Obviously, Tigers fans are like, for fuck's sake, why is this shit keep happening? And this comes into the thing of what could possibly be happening with Shane Richardson, who is the current CEO, and there's a possible likelihood where he could be ousted as well. But obviously, this whole situation, depending on how it develops, could see the NRL have to come in and investigate this, because this is a pretty serious drama, which has now gotten to the point where there is now a lot of action starting to get organised regarding trying for the NRL to step in to sort something out, and also for this group to be set out away from the ownership board. So much so that there is actually a planned rally happening on the 13th of December by Inner West Mayor Darcy Byrne, I believe. Inner West Mayor Darcy Byrne has convened a rally to save the West Tigers following the extraordinary sacking of all independent directors on the West Tigers board. The rally will start at Pratton Park, which will include a march to West's Ashfield Leagues Club, where fans will demand that the board of the Leagues Club, the Holman Barnes Group, resign. There was also a press release put out yesterday by West Tigers fans. Call for an NRL intervention into the West Tigers. West Tigers members and fans call for the NRL intervention into the governance of the West Tigers. We, the members and fans of West Tigers, appeal to Peter V'landys and the NRL governing body to appoint an administrator to West Tigers to investigate current and past governance structures and practices and immediately assume governance of the club, supporting the good work of the current management team. We request this based on ongoing concern that our brand is being tarnished and the future of the West Tigers is in jeopardy. As members and fans, we have lost all confidence in the current owners, namely the Holman Barnes Group. We do not believe they are acting in the best interest of West Tigers or indeed rugby league. We are ready to desert the club and the game en masse if immediate change is not forthcoming. I can definitely see the next couple of days being very interesting to see how this happens, because this could possibly end up leading to a sort of Holman Barnes Group coup to bring the Magpies back in, which that'd certainly be interesting if that does happen. Like, it would be interesting if that, because obviously when Perth and Papua New Guinea come in, there'll be 19 teams. So could the 20th end up being the Magpies, as then Balmain splitting? But yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see how this does play out. What do you guys think, particularly Tigers fans, and if you're obviously a Western Suburbs as well, because this is a very interesting situation. Let's see what you guys feel about this. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all later.